Good evening, Ricardo Gonçalves with SBS World News Australia. Australia looks tonight to be at the forefront of the fight against cigarettes. It's set to become the first country in the world to insist they're sold in plain packets. And from midnight, they'll cost around $2 a packet more.
The Prime Minister's calling it a world first, a crackdown on the last vestige of cigarette advertising.
From 1 July 2012, cigarettes will have to be sold in plain packaging, the most hardline packaging regime anywhere in the world.
We know that it will have effect on their marketing, and we know it will have an effect on consumption, and is absolutely the reason that we are taking this action.
The decision comes 10 months after a recommendation from the government's own Preventative Health Task Force. Cigarette packs will be stripped of their logos, brandings and iconic colours. Brand names will all be printed in the same standard style, and the packet will be dominated by graphic health warnings. And from midnight tonight, the cost of a pack of 30 cigarettes will increase by $2.16, due to a 25% increase in tobacco excise tax.
It will help people stop smoking, and second, it will raise more money to invest directly into the National Health and Hospitals Fund.
15,000 Australians die each year from smoking-related illnesses, and for the Health Minister, it's personal.
As a young child, my father died of cancer of the esophagus. If our action today can mean that any other child has their parents with them for a little longer, that'll be a good thing.
Internet advertising of cigarettes will also be restricted, and an extra $28 million will be spent on anti-smoking campaigns. The government predicts these changes will cut the number of smokers by up to 3%. The announcement comes after weeks of bad news for the government, including an embarrassing backdown on the emissions trading scheme and the home insulation program, and the opposition sceptical about the government's motives. Tony Abbott says he's not in the business of defending smoking, but
this is not a health policy, this is a tax grab.
But the government won't have too much trouble passing legislation to change cigarette packaging. The Greens, Family First and Independent Senator Nick Xenophon have all voiced support for the move. Leah Craven, World News Australia.